Welcome to the FX Options Weekly Outlook, a weekly podcast series hosted by Jason Ayres, a top instructor, trader, and founder of OptionSource.net. Join Jason as he discusses the latest trends in the Forex market with a look ahead on the US dollar versus the major currencies using the most commonly used technical indicators.
Hi there and welcome to the ISC FX Options Weekly Outlook for December 14th, 2009. As always, this is Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Let's take a look at a weekly chart of our US dollar index here. Now, the US dollar closed the previous week higher, breaking the trend line that has been so well respected for several months. Now, we're still looking at this 75.5 focal zone as an important support level. And with a two-week rally into the 76-77 range taking place, we're not ruling out a retest of this support level. Now, if the dollar bulls can't hold this 75.5 level, then we expect a move back down that may extend as deep as 72. A break above 77 opens the window for a move towards the 80.5 box. Now, a quick look at our daily snapshot reflects that break above 75.5 mark, yielding a test of the 76.5 focal zone. We are seeing a little apprehension here, and a natural retracement would likely retest back down towards 75.5. The next logical short-term resistance level is found up at the 77 range. Well, the US dollar continues to respect the 104 support level as it holds its ground against the Canadian dollar. The 107-108 focal zone remains an important overhead resistance, a break of which should yield an extended move into the 110-112 box. Let's take a look at the YUK, the US versus the yen. Now, the US dollar pulled back to test support at the 88.89 focal zone, and although closing the week lower, the pair value managed to regain some ground. Now, Friday's close off of the highs shows some apprehension, suggesting that we may see further consolidation within this 88.89 focal zone. Support here opens the window for an extended upside move into this 92.93 box. Well, the US dollar closed the week higher against the euro, as seen here in the ISC FX Options pair value EUI. Now, after a decisive break of the trend line, the 67.5-68 focal zone assumes the role of an important support pullback a little deeper into this range after such a robust move. However, as long as the pair value holds above 67.5, the 69.5 focal zone becomes our next upside target. Well, after several attempts at breaking above the 61.5 focal zone, the BPX, the US versus the British pound, closed the week positive, but unable to push beyond that 61.5 resistance level. We may see a pullback to test 60.5. However, if selling is contained above this level, we are open to the possibility of a move into the 63.5 resistance level. Let's take a look at the AUX. Well, the US dollar tested the lower range of our 111-112 focal zone and subsequently retraced, finding some support within the 108.5-109 range. Now, a bounce here should yield a move that extends further into that 111-112 box, with our next resistance level located within the 114-115 range. Let's take a look at a few of our key points. First of all, the US dollar index held onto its gains, closing the week higher. We may see a pullback to 76 as the index is testing a near-term resistance level. However, support in this zone suggests a continuation to the upside. As with last week, the CDD continues to test that 104 support. We are still waiting for a break above 108 to lend further credibility to the continuation of an uptrend. The YUK reversed, however, selling was contained above 88, suggesting further US dollar strengthening against the yen. The EUI broke and held above 67.5, signaling a break of the trend line and opening the window for a more robust rally for the US dollar. Look for overhead resistance at the 69.5 focal zone. The BPX continues to be range-bound, offering really no commitment to any direction. We are looking for a break and a close above 61.5 to open the window for a push into the 63.5 focal zone. The AUX remains range-bound as well, retesting the lower range of the 111-112 focal zone before reversing to close the week lower. If the pair holds above 108, we should see a push higher into that 111-112 zone with 114 as the next upside target. And this has been your ISE FX Options Weekly Outlook for December 14th, 2009. As always, I'm Jason Ayres of OptionSource.net. Thanks for joining me this week. We'll see you here next week.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary, visit www.fxoptions.com. Become an OptionSource.net member. Visit www.optionsource.net. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.